Most streaming setups cost thousands of dollars, but can you build one for less than $700 using only Walmart's best budget products? Well, I'm gonna be setting a budget of $700 to build the best Walmart streaming setup possible. And that starts with the gaming monitor, and Walmart has a lot of choices for us to choose from. But since we only have a $700 budget, I'm gonna set the max price at $130, and then I'm gonna sort it by highly rated, so it starts off by showing us only the 5-star gaming monitors. And it looks like we do have a lot of good options, like this one over here. It's a 24-inch monitor with 250 hertz, but I actually don't like 24-inch monitors. I'm gonna try and look for a 27-inch monitor that also is 1440p. This one over here does actually look pretty good. It's 27 inches, 180 hertz, and has a lot of 5-star reviews, 9 actually, and they all rated it 5-star. And there's actually a few photos. Great gaming monitor, crisp and clear pics, easy setup. Honestly, a lot of people seem to absolutely love this monitor, so I'm definitely gonna be getting this one. So just like that, that's $120 into the cart. Next, let's look for the gaming mouse, and since we already spent a good amount of our budget, I definitely want to buy more of a budget gaming mouse. I know they can get pretty expensive, so I'm just gonna go over into the price and put our filter at like $35, like $40. And these are all of the 5-star Walmart mice under $40. They actually have quite a few options over here. Yeah, there's a lot of options. This one actually really caught my eye. It's a wireless gaming mouse that can also be used wired, and it's called the Attack Shark X11. It has 4.9 reviews. I want to look for a mouse that's literally completely 5 stars. They have different versions. Okay, these are 4.9. I want a real 5-star gaming mouse. They actually have a different version of the mouse that's even cheaper. Is this 5 stars? 4.9 stars doesn't count. We need only 5-star products. Okay, this mouse actually looks really, really good, and it's on a flash deal. Is this one on 5 stars? Are they? I think Walmart literally doesn't have any 5-star mice. I think the best rated mice that Walmart has is literally 4.9. They legit don't have one mouse that's 5 stars. Oh, it actually is 5 stars. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go with this. So it looks like it's exactly the same. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it looks like there are 7 reviews, and let's actually check the reviews and what people are saying. They say, I needed a new and better mouse, and I bought this, and it shipped really fast. Okay, so reading this review, I'm not sure if this is a real review, but they said definitely would recommend this if you like lightweight mice. The beginning looks a little bit confusing, but yeah, we're actually gonna order this, and I'm pretty sure the total of it was pretty cheap. It's only $32, and it actually comes with grip tape. It has 22,000 DPI, and it's wired plus wireless, and it low-key looks like a rip-off Logitech G Pro, but for 32 bucks, I can't complain. And since we already are on the gaming peripherals, we might as well get the gaming keyboard, and Walmart has a ton of options for the gaming keyboard. But basically, all I want is just a 60% mechanical keyboard, and again, since we're on such a tight budget, I'm just looking for like the cheapest good keyboard over here. Walmart seriously has a lot of 5-star products, like a ton of them actually. I like this all white one over here. It's 4.9 stars. Let me see if I can find one that's 5 stars. Okay, this one's only $20. It's 4.8 stars. Dude, this one is actually really, really good. I want to see do they have any that are actually 5 stars? Okay, they actually have the exact same brand of the mouse we bought on here. It's also 5 stars. It's $55. This would be a lot of money to spend on a keyboard, especially since we're on such a tight budget. It does look really, really nice though, and it has Hall effect magnetic switches. This is like a really, really fast keyboard. This is better than normal mechanical switches. Honestly, since we're trying to build the best like possible streaming setup, I think I'm gonna add this. If after adding everything I have to get a cheaper keyboard, I will, but I just kind of want to splurge on that a little bit. Next, let's go onto the gaming mouse pad, and since we just spent a lot of money on the actual keyboard, I actually need to make sure I keep this at like a very budget price, so I definitely don't want to spend more than like $25 on the mouse pad. Okay, so honestly, a lot of these top rated mouse pads just kind of are ugly, except this one at the very top, the very first one, and it has 5 reviews, and it is all 5 stars, and it is 32 by 12, so it is a pretty decent size. They have so many different colors. Let's check the reviews first though, because that's like the most important thing. Okay, wait, so no one actually rated it, like wrote a review, but everyone like just gave it basic 5-star ratings. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and order this, and let's just pick out a design that we like. There are so many different options. Okay, that one's kind of ugly. I could go for this classic color. I think that one actually does look pretty good. I want to go with a unique design that I actually have never used before. Dude, they have so many options here. Ooh, this one does look really good. However, I do kind of like more simple mouse pads with like not a crazy design. All right, so after looking at all the options, I'm gonna go with this one called the Black Wave. It's a pretty kind of basic but also unique design. So we're gonna add this to the cart, and it's actually only 16 bucks. So it's even cheaper than I thought, like $10 cheaper. We are already at $224 and still need a lot of streaming equipment, and I want to save as much money as possible for the actual gaming PC because that's very, very important. So I really need to make sure I keep everything else I order at a extreme budget. But next is the webcam. All I really want is a 1080p webcam, and I know you can buy these for like really, really cheap. So we're gonna just filter this by like 20 bucks over here, and we're gonna go highly rated. And Walmart actually has a ton of options to choose from. This one's 2K quality actually, and it's like the cheapest one, bro. It's like $15. Okay, it is 4.9 stars. I'm not sure if they actually will have any that are 5 stars, if that's the highest rated one. Okay, so yeah, clicking on all of these at this price point, they all are actually 4.9 stars or lower. So I'm just gonna go with the very first one because that's literally our only option at this price point, and it's like the highest rated one. 4.9 stars. Let's see what people are saying. They said very nice little webcam. The picture quality is amazing. Oh, we love the little tripod. It has a little laptop clip. Okay, dude, this is actually looking really good. Dude, 15 bucks and you can get 1440p quality. Dude, this is good. Wide angle lens. It has a privacy cover. This is legit all you would really need. So let's add that to the cart, and to match the webcam, what you definitely do need is a streaming key light. That is very, very important when you're actually streaming. So let's see what type of options Walmart has. I'm just gonna go ahead and put highly rated and try and pick out one of their best budget ones. Yeah, we definitely don't need like this Logitech one for 100. I'm sure it's good, but we want to go very budget friendly. Okay, so this is something that Walmart actually doesn't really have almost any of. Like if I scroll down, they're literally just showing us flashlights and smoothie makers. So I don't really know what they're doing. So this is really our only option. It is from a brand called Newer, and Newer is literally what I use for my own like lighting right now. So this is definitely going to be really, really good. It has a 5-star review. They didn't really say anything though, but a 5-star review is a 5-star review, and it's 30 bucks. So it is actually a little bit pricey, you could say. But I know Newer is like a really good brand for like good lighting. So I feel like this is a pretty good buy. But one of the most important parts for a streaming setup that we're actually missing is the gaming microphone. And I want to try and buy one that also has like the little arm. Like definitely not this one. This one's rated like 3.5 stars. Do not buy that one at all. But let's go on highly rated and let's see what Walmart has. I know they have a lot of options. Okay, we are not spending $100. So we are definitely going to have to go into the price point, and I think we can afford like we don't really have that much money to afford, to be honest. I actually really need to keep this on the budget side. Yeah, it looks like Walmart actually doesn't have that many that are like good rated at this price point. Okay, so honestly, I want to save $400 for the gaming PC, and I only have like 30 bucks left to spend. So for this microphone, we don't really have that much of a budget. This one could do. It's $20. Do I really want to be buying that though? Yeah, I mean, your boy really has like no budget left. I could take some budget out of the keyboard, but I want to try out a keyboard that has like hollow point switches. This is almost 5 stars. It's 4.8 stars. It literally looks like a budget HyperX thing. It has a little microphone. I mean, dude, it has 5 ratings. What? Okay, it has 1 4-star review. Did they even say anything? They didn't say anything on the 4-star review. Most of the reviews are 5-star. Love, works perfect, lights up great. I mean, I don't really pay attention too much to the lighting, but they said USB microphone, and they say it works for podcast, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, computer, Mac. So like literally everything. They even listed it as a streaming microphone. So I think I'm gonna get this. You could kind of go a little bit better. Let me just see what I could actually get if I up the budget a little bit on this. I'm just really curious, and then like actually got a cheaper keyboard. So let's put the budget at $50 and then go over here on highly rated. Let's see what options Walmart has. So for $50, okay, this one does look like a much better microphone. I might actually have to buy that. Okay, is this actually all 5 stars? 4.9 stars. This probably is gonna be a much better sounding microphone. I think since this is a streaming setup, it is very important to have a good quality microphone because that's like one of the most important parts. So I'm gonna add this to the cart, and unfortunately that means we will have to be deleting this keyboard, which probably is pretty good. So let's actually go ahead again and go into gaming keyboard, and let's try and find one that's like 20 bucks because we still need a gaming headset. So let's go over here and put $30 budget. We have mechanical 60% keyboard and highly rated. It might not be a perfect 5-star rated keyboard. Okay, this one actually looks very, very similar. It's hot swappable mechanical. Okay, this one literally looks like almost the exact same. The only thing thing is these are like normal mechanical switches and they're like hot swappable red switches. Honestly, it looks really, really good and you probably wouldn't really need anything else. There are a lot of 5-star reviews. Best keyboard ever gotten, so smooth and really good for games and online work. Okay, like honestly, 4.9 stars. This will probably be like 99% the same as the other keyboard, but this thing is our microphone is probably going to be way better compared to the $20 one. So I think the trade-off is fine. And if we add this to the cart, now we have about $20 left for the gaming headset. And this is the last part before the gaming PC. So let's see what Walmart has. We're going to go into the price and your boy can't spend more than $20 on the headset. So let's go like that and do highly rated. And let's see what type of 5-star headsets Walmart has. Okay, so they have this one for $22, but that is a little bit above our price point. This one actually looks kind of good. 17 reviews as well. A lot of people bought this. Is it like 4.9? It seems like a lot of these are 4.9 star items, but it's because people are literally rating it 4 stars. There's no 1-star reviews. Okay, yo, who put this many pictures? What? What did she even say? These are a great gaming headphones. I got these for my 9-year-old and they fit both of us really well. Okay, actually a lot of people rated these. Okay, there's actually a lot of reviews on this and they're like saying perfect for Fortnite. He spelled Fortnite wrong. R6, Call of Duty, my son loved them. Okay, a lot of people seem to like absolutely love this headset for only 20 bucks. They actually look really, really good. So we're gonna add this to the cart and just like that, we have pretty much exactly $400 for the gaming PC. So the gaming PC is probably the most important part of any streaming setup and definitely like what I wanna be spending the most amount of money on. However, these are pretty expensive and we're definitely gonna have to set a price cap here. So let's go ahead and put a $400 budget and we can only be looking at the 5-star reviews. Okay, so I don't know why it's showing me like these random things. I definitely don't want a mini PC or like a school computer that looks like that. It actually looks like at this price point for $400, there are not many exactly 5-star reviewed PCs, so we might have to drop it down to like a 4-star. Okay, I'm definitely not buying that. This looks horrible, bro. I'm just like sorting by like the top rated. Okay, this right here is literally like, I'll show you guys. I have it sorted from top rated all the way down and it looks like these over here are like just kind of ugly looking PCs. The first PC that actually looks like a gaming PC from the top rated is this at this price point. It is $418 and it is a 4-star rated PC. It honestly doesn't look that bad though. It comes with a keyboard and mouse. It has a CPU. Most importantly, it actually does have a graphics card. Again, this graphics card probably is pretty bad. The K620, I guarantee you it's like a 2GB graphics card, but at this price point, it's really all that we can afford. At least it does have 16GB of RAM and a 10-core CPU. Not that bad. However, if we add this to the cart, we are above our $700 budget. Okay, but first what I want to do is check their bad reviews on this. They didn't say anything. One person rated it 1 star and didn't say anything. The only person that actually reviewed it is a 5-star reviewed and they said, this PC is seriously amazing for its price. There are no speakers, but they talk about the performance. They say the overall performance is worthy of the price. I'd say it's a great starter PC. Okay, so I think we're gonna buy this. And now that we're a little bit above our budget, the one thing that I will unfortunately have to downgrade, again, you don't have to do this if you have more money to spend, but I'm just gonna downgrade the monitor. It's still gonna be pretty good performance, 100 hertz, it's 24 inches. Is there anything else we could downgrade? I don't really think so. Yeah, literally, I don't have any room to like move anywhere else, so I'm just gonna downgrade the monitor, which does suck. You can upgrade it and get this monitor if you want. I guarantee you it's gonna be really, really good. I'm just gonna go with this weird 24-inch monitor. They literally say it's a 27-inch monitor, like on the actual like listing image. However, on the description or title, they said it's 24, so I don't really know what to believe, but it's rated pretty good, and unfortunately, we will have to downsize a little bit, but that'll make it fit in the $700 budget. And now, as you guys can see, we have everything at $688, so we have like $12 to spare if we want to upgrade anything and like get anything for the setup, but I think I'm gonna order all of this and wait about a week for all of it to arrive. And as you guys can see, we have a ton of packages to unbox. Starting off with probably one of the best deals we got, which is the monitor. This is a 24-inch 1080p 100 hertz monitor, so for gaming, it actually is really, really good, especially considering it was only $90. But of course, that doesn't matter if the monitor is broken or just leaked horrible quality, so let's see how good it really is. So taking it out of the box, I would say it looks pretty normal. Like the packaging looks to be really, really good. We have our power cable, we have the monitor mount, the monitor stand, and also it comes with an HDMI cable. And then under here, we should have the 24-inch monitor. And taking off the plastic, the screen looks actually a little bit dirty. I don't think the camera will really be able to pick it up, but it looks like there are some fingerprints on here. I'm not sure if this is used, but honestly, I don't really mind it too much. Okay, it definitely looks used. I can see like some marks on it. I'm not sure how well the camera will actually pick it up, but yeah, it definitely is like either used or refurbished or something like that. The monitor screen itself though actually looks really, really good for only $90. The bezels around it are really, really thin, which are basically the edges that aren't the screen. It looks really, really good. And let's put together the stand to see how good that is. So all they give you is this tiny little stand here, but it is very, very easy to add. All you have to do is basically slide it in, and then you just push up, and there you go. It is completely connected just like that. You can see the monitor screen isn't falling. And then we also have these monitor legs, which are very, very tiny, but I actually do prefer this because it takes up less space on your desk, so you have more mouse space. And I also think this kind of simple design just aesthetically looks better. And it literally is just one screw. All we have to do is slide this on, and after making sure it's tight, because you definitely don't want your screen literally falling, that you just... I literally was saying that, and it literally, oh my gosh, wait, this stand might actually be kind of flimsy, yo. That is not supposed to happen. It was literally like on there. Oh my gosh, bro, thank God my hand was under it. Yo, okay, wait, this stand, I will say, is a little bit flimsy. Like, let me make sure. I can literally see it's completely locked in as much as it will go, but I don't know, it definitely like still has a little bit of movement that you like literally can't get rid of. So the stand definitely is a little bit flimsy. I'm not sure I trust it too much, but in terms of adjustability, you can actually tilt the screen up, down. You like, if you want to move the monitor side to side, you just physically move the whole thing, and there is no height adjustability because this is how the stand looks. But yeah, apart from almost breaking the monitor, I would say there really isn't that much of an issue with it. The monitor doesn't look that bad. It's 24 inches. When we actually have it turned on, we'll see the screen quality. I'm not expecting it to be that good since it's only 1080p, but of course the whole main reason we bought this monitor is because it was 5 stars. Everyone was saying that it was really, really responsive, great monitor, it works really well, vivid display, and good size screen for my child. So yeah, a lot of people did seem to really, really like this monitor, so I'll be the judge of that. But of course, we still need to unbox all the other things we got, and I'm pretty sure this is the keyboard, just judging by the box size. So it is the keyboard, and just to remind you guys, it was a mechanical gaming keyboard that was only $25. It's called the Geeky GK61 gaming keyboard. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks really, really good, especially since it was only $25 and it's literally a Walmart gaming keyboard. It doesn't look that bad. Inside of the box, the packaging is very, very good as well, and it does look like you get a few extra switches, 2 to be exact. You get a keycap puller, a normal USB-C, nothing wrong with that, but it is detachable, and you also get a quick little start guide manual thing, but of course we won't be needing these. The main thing we care about is the gaming keyboard, and unboxing this, it looks like, I mean, just a normal mechanical gaming keyboard. Quick little sound test. I actually think that sounds really, really good. There are not any like riser feet, but I literally never use those. I just think it like genuinely feels very, very good. And I think each of these are red clicky or red linear switches. So it is actually just kind of a normal mechanical keyboard. However, they did say there was some RGB. So I actually want to plug it in and see how bright it is. Even the box did say it had RGB. So I'm expecting like rainbow. Okay, yeah, it actually does. Okay, that actually looks really, really good. It's not like extremely bright. Like, I don't know how well the camera even can like see that, but it definitely has RGB, and keep in mind it's very, very bright inside of this room, so if you're like gaming in the dark, that RGB is like more than good enough. So honestly, before gaming on this, it actually looks really good. So I definitely agree with the reviews. However, Christopher said, but very quiet. Overall, I wouldn't say that's a quiet keyboard at all. So I don't know what Christopher is talking about, but I definitely still like this keyboard. Of course, to pair with the keyboard, we have the gaming mouse, and judging by the box, dude, this does not look like it's from Walmart at all. It genuinely looks really, really good. I absolutely love the packaging on it, and this seriously does not look like a bad gaming mouse at all. It also was very budget friendly since it was only like $31 or $32, so it actually looks pretty good, but how does it really feel in my hand? So taking out the first thing, this is the little charger, and although the mouse actually looks white on the box, it is black. But let's actually take the mouse out, and dude, that does not look bad at all, and it genuinely does not feel heavy at all. It definitely is very, very lightweight, and clicking on it, bro, this actually is looking like a really, really good mouse. Like, honestly, I would say in my hand, I have a pretty good, like, feel for, like, cheap mice since I have bought, like, a lot of cheap ones for videos, but this actually feels very, very good. And, of course, nothing here is sponsored. I actually had to spend my own money. So, I will say, this actually seems really good, and especially considering it literally is a wireless gaming mouse. Dude, if you had this on your setup with a little bit of RGB, you wouldn't be able to tell that's only 30 bucks from Walmart. Obviously, the most important part is how the mouse actually games, which we will test later, but dude, I actually really, really like this. And the only other thing inside of the box is, of course, a little manual, and then we also get a pretty nice braided cable. It isn't just a normal rubber one. It kind of has like that like higher quality feel to it. So seriously, I really, really like this mouse. It's actually way better than I expected it to be. Let's actually plug this in as well, because now I'm very curious how bright the RGB on this mouse like really is. So it definitely does have a little bit of RGB on the stand over here. Not too much, and the mouse itself doesn't look like it really has almost any. I even try to like turn it on, but it might just need the charge. I'm not really sure. The mouse itself doesn't have RGB, but the stand, the little like wireless charging stand, does have RGB, and I actually really like how this looks. Like, bro, this looks like a budget like Razer kind of mouse. That's literally what it looks like, and it feels very, very light. The build quality is good, so I actually think gaming on this is going to be really, really nice. The main review on this mouse was actually how fast it arrived, and that's what Jessica said, and I do have to actually agree. It literally arrived the next day. I ordered it on the 24th, and it arrived on the 25th. So yeah, that review is actually valid. The shipping on this is basically like one-day shipping. This box is actually really, really big from Walmart, and I'm assuming it's because this is the microphone, and it's pretty important that this is good, because for streaming setup, that's like literally one of the most important things. Oh, okay, so it actually looks like it's not only the microphone, but the headset is also inside of this box. Now actually looking at this, dude, the microphone looks really, really good. Let's unbox the microphone first, and then we'll do the headset. So our budget streaming microphone is from Soko Docs. Of course, I've never heard of this brand, but the way it looks on the box is actually really, really nice. And inside of the box, I will say, there's really nothing that screams cheap. You have the manual. We have our boom arm over here. It also looks like we have, oh, wait. This is like an actual condenser microphone. I don't think this is a USB mic. Oh, okay. So you basically need a Go XLR to actually use this. Or like, oh no, it does say USB/XLR. Wait, that's actually really cool. So you could actually plug it in with just a normal USB, or you can actually use the XLR, which basically means you need like a Go XLR, which is like what professional streamers use. So this actually seems like a much more professional microphone than I even originally thought. No wonder this was rated 5 stars. Dude, this literally looks like a budget or like literally Walmart version of like a Shure SM7B, which is like a $400 microphone. That's literally what I use in my streaming setup right now. Oh yeah, under here we do have the USB-C cable, so that's gonna be very, very easy to just connect to a PC. I just recommend using this, but it's really nice that you literally can also use an XLR cable and basically have it in like a professional streaming setup. So dude, I literally had no idea when ordering this. That's actually really, really cool. Taking the boom arm out of the box, it just feels like a normal boom arm. I definitely will say it's like kind of on like the more budget side. There's nothing really like special about it, but you literally can't really complain. This is like, you're getting just what you paid for. It doesn't feel like extremely cheap. It just feels like normal. All we have to do though to connect it is you do have this kind of gold tip over here, and then you have the gold bottom. Then we just can spin the microphone on it to screw it on. Just like that, our brand new microphone is attached, and then on the opposite end, we have the table clamp, which is basically the exact same thing. streaming, all you do is slide that on and then you literally just screw it. It's extremely easy to set up. Literally anyone can do this. And then you have your entire streaming or like actually like YouTube studio microphone on your boom arm, and then you can just simply screw this onto the table. And once it's clamped on, of course you have full 360-degree movement just like that, and it stretches very, very far. Like, bro, look, it's going all the way up to the camera. Like, dude, this microphone actually stretches across your entire desk. Bro, look at this. It's actually very, very long. They didn't cheap out on like a very short one. This is actually a good like boom arm. It actually feels really good quality. It has like all the adjustability you could want. Dude, this is better than I expected, and it's literally from Walmart. So looking back at the 5-star reviews, what Caden said, very easy to set up and sounds really good, hopefully is true. I mean, it was $40, so I'm hoping it's like somewhat good quality, but yeah, it actually just feels pretty good quality, and we will test the sound quality of it inside of OBS, because a lot of you guys I know might actually buy this for streaming. And since we're on the topic of audio, next up we have our $20 gaming headphones. And dude, I don't know what it is, but dude, these packages actually look very like somewhat high quality. Like, dude, they don't look like some cheap Walmart ripoff. This actually looks pretty good. The packaging and shipping from Walmart was actually better than I expected. Like, none of the boxes are like beat up, so it actually does feel somewhat good quality. And the headset itself, before even taking it out of the box, it actually doesn't feel like that light. Like, it feels like a decent amount of weight, which I'm hoping means it's like good quality. And taking the headset out, okay, honestly, it definitely looks like a budget headset. Let's put it on, feel it. Okay, just without any adjustability, it already fits my head perfectly fine, and I would say I kind of have like a smaller head. But yeah, you do have a lot of adjustability if you actually needed it. You can make it like really, really big. But even just putting it on and actually feeling it, bro, that does not feel uncomfortable. I have felt some very, very uncomfortable like $20 headsets, but this actually like feels really, really good. And it supposedly does have RGB, so let's plug it in and see how bright the RGB really is. All right, so there we go. We got it plugged in, and you guys should be able to somewhat see the RGB. Again, it didn't look too bright on this headset, but I mean, dude, it does have RGB, and I don't think it's like that bad looking of a headset. The main thing is it's just not like uncomfortable to wear. It's just like somewhat comfortable, which is what you kind of want with the headset. I'm not sure how the sound quality is, but you also do get a headset microphone. I'm assuming this is gonna sound horrible, but as long as like the sound quality isn't staticky or anything, I'm honestly more than happy with it. For a $20 headset, it is way better than I expected, and the build quality also doesn't feel that bad. Like, it definitely is plastic, like you can hear that, but it doesn't feel extremely cheap or anything. It just feels like, it feels pretty good. And dude, there is actually a lot of padding on the headphone. Like, I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but on the headband, there is a lot of padding. Like, it's very, very thick. And on the earmuffs, it kind of reminds me to the same texture that SteelSeries uses on their like headphones. So this actually is really good. But I'm actually mainly curious to test out the sound quality on this, because Lucy literally said, perfect for Fortnite, Call of Duty, my son loved them. So yeah, a lot of people did rate this very, very highly. So I actually have very high expectations for the sound quality. Next up though, I'm pretty sure this is the webcam, and we ordered a ton of products. We still have a few more to unbox, and this is probably one of, if not like the most important part when streaming. If you have a trash quality face cam that's just very blurry, people are probably instantly gonna click off and just not even watch at all. So this is actually very important that the quality on this is good. So we do have our little privacy screen in a little baggie over here, and then inside of this, we do have a extremely tiny tripod. I wouldn't say it feels like cheap, but it definitely doesn't feel like high quality, I'll just be honest. And then we have the webcam itself, which I would say is kind of a decent size. Like, feeling it out, the build quality, it does feel kind of cheap. I honestly have no idea what to expect, but even though it's basically rated 5 stars, I actually am expecting the like quality on this to be pretty bad. Let's just screw it on here. It literally isn't even a metal screw. It's literally like a plastic kind of like thing you're screwing on. So yeah, that might actually get worn down over time, so I would be careful about that. It definitely does feel a little bit on the cheaper side, if I'm being honest, but it was only $15, so you do have to keep that in mind. And I mean, on the stand, it fits perfectly fine. Obviously, you kind of like can adjust it to make it exactly what you want, but it's very nice that they actually do have a stand, because they didn't need to include that at all. Because what you can simply do is, if you don't use the stand, you can simply use the mount that is already on it and connect it onto your monitor, and then use it as a face cam or point it down if you want to use it as like a keyboard and like mouse cam. So dude, I would say in terms of adjustability and mounting, they pretty much nailed it for a $15 webcam, but the most important thing is the video quality. And I'm really trusting my boy Kenneth that actually like very recently bought this. He said the only thing I'd say is at 1080p, it's 30 FPS, but the picture quality is excellent and the low light performance also impressed me. So yeah, he said he also tested it when he had it connected to his Mac Mini. So I mean, overall, people seem to really like this, and it was pretty cheap. So if it's bad quality, at least I didn't waste too much money. To really ensure though that the quality of the webcam is good, you need good lighting. I mean, I have a ton of lighting that you guys are seeing right now, and even my $4,000 camera that I use in my videos would look horrible if I didn't have lighting. So unboxing this, I will say it literally is from a name brand Newer, which is literally what I'm using right now to record my videos. It's just like big ring lights. But dude, the box is like actually heavy. Like, dude, this is not a light box, which helps me think a little bit that this might be like pretty good quality, and it's literally from a name brand as well. It does also come with a very big tripod, so that probably is adding a lot of the weight here, but this is a 7-inch round light, so it is like kind of on the smaller side. But dude, if the light is bright enough, I mean, it should be more than good enough. So inside the box, we of course have the ring light. It looks like we have some attachments for it, and then under here we have the arm for it, and then at the very bottom we have the base plate. This should be very easy to actually attach everything. All we have is like the pole over here. We just screw it onto the base plate, and then once that is attached, we do have an extra mount if we want a ton of adjustability, but I think I'm just gonna go with kind of like the normal like way it is on right now, because I don't really need that much adjustability. But that is nice that they have that. It actually is like a little bit of a phone mount, so I think you can actually attach it here and also have your phone if you want to use this for like TikToks or anything. So that actually is very nice that they include that, but we ain't gonna be doing a TikTok streaming setup here. After spinning this around a few times just to make sure it is tight, here is our streaming like light. It actually looks really good, and I think we should be able to like kind of loosen this. Yup, there you go. I think that might be the max height it goes, which honestly is gonna be more than enough to go over a monitor. But I'm actually probably gonna have it at like this height, because I assume that's how high, actually even probably less, like probably right here is how high the monitor will go, and then this light will be right above it with the little webcam. So dude, this has more than enough height and adjustability. You can also like fully tilt it as much as you want over here. But the main question, or the main thing that really matters, is how bright the light is, because if the light's dim, then you're basically cooked. Let's just say that. So I have it plugged in, and it's now time for the moment of truth. There we go. It actually doesn't look that bad. Okay, that actually gets really bright. This is on, off, and it does have even more adjustability. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be max brightness. So now this is it on the warm color, which is more of like a yellow orangish color, you can say. Look how bright it is on my face. On, off. Okay, that's actually very bright, and it doesn't like instantly kick on. Like, you can tell it's a good quality light. Look, I turn it on, and then it like kind of has this little animation that goes even more. It should have also different modes of like colors. So this is more of a white, kind of like a blend, and this is like full white, as you guys can see. Dude, on camera, that looks very bright. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, obviously this is right in front of my face, but even from here when it's on versus off, you can see a pretty big difference on my face. Dude, honestly, I am very impressed. I know Newer is a name brand, which is exactly why I bought it from Walmart, and I didn't really cheap out on the lighting, but this is actually very good from Walmart. And if you're on a budget for a streaming light, I actually can already very highly recommend this. Plus, don't forget, you can literally use it for your own like TikTok live streaming setup or anything you want with the phone mount. So I'm not surprised at all that it literally has complete 5-star ratings on this. And for the cheapest part of the Walmart streaming setup, we have the mouse pad, which actually is just boxed in like literally a normal, like, I don't even know, like envelope. They don't even have a box, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a mouse pad. So ripping this apart, we literally have the mouse pad, and there's literally nothing else in here. So it's just the mouse pad. And fully opening up the mouse pad, okay, that is a horrible print quality, but I actually will say that it doesn't feel that bad. If I'm actually like trying to move this, my whole desk is moving, so the actual rubber base on the bottom is doing a very good job. I'm making sure it actually like stays, so when we're try-harding, when we're playing video games, the mouse pad should actually stay. But yeah, to show you guys on camera a little bit easier, the print quality of it is just very bad. It literally looks like blurry. It looks like it's 480p or something. So yeah, I would say that kind of is not the best. The stitching on it isn't actually that bad. So overall, for a mouse pad pad this cheap, I would say it is like just decent. But if you do want to get a better mouse pad than this, you can check out my brand Elevate Culture. I'm completely relaunching it. I'm gonna have brand new design, and probably by the time this video goes out, the website might already be live. I completely revamped it, and the mouse pads are literally only $25 for the big version. So yeah, very budget friendly, and they're all kind of Christian faith-based. But it's finally time for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, which is the gaming PC. This is very important that this is actually like really good, because it's kind of like the make or break part of the streaming setup. We did have a $700 budget, so I did have to work around that. But I mean, dude, this PC was still $400, and $400 is, I mean, that's a lot of money. This box is actually pretty heavy and kind of big, but that's because inside we do have our free keyboard. It definitely is like, it's a gaming keyboard. It has RGB, but definitely not as good as our mechanical one that we bought. And you also get the manual, and I think somewhere in there was a mouse, but let's just pull out the gaming PC. Actually, it might be easier to just flip this whole box. Okay, so now we can see we have our gaming mouse, and also it looks like we have inside of this bag the power cable. Looks like a little Wi-Fi adapter, because these cheaper end motherboards that are in these PCs don't have built-in Wi-Fi, so you do need to use a USB dongle. Keep in mind that does sometimes mean your internet's a little bit slower, but not the end of the world, especially since it's a budget setup. And you also do get an RGB remote over here, so we can actually control the lighting of the PC. I have to say, the PC inside of this bag does look like very high quality. Like, you wouldn't really guess inside of this bag and how it looks. It's only $400. However, from this brand Evonik, I have recently had some pretty bad issues ordering a 1-star PC from them. This is a 5-star PC, so I shouldn't be having any issues, but yeah, I literally ordered a 1-star PC twice from them, and it didn't work both times. So let's see if this $400 PC even works. But I do have some pretty high hopes for it, because I mean, not only does the unboxing experience feel very high quality, but it literally was 5 stars, or like not 5 stars, but it was like the highest rated one we could find at this price point. It actually is 4.1 stars right now, so I don't think that's that bad. The only weird thing is the seller on this PC was Wolftech Inc., and the brand is Evonik, so they're two completely different brands. We should still be getting the same gaming PC though. At least I hope so. And completely taking off this kind of wrapping on it, we can get a better look of the PC, which honestly, dude, that does not look bad at all. Obviously, I'm just kind of judging it by the aesthetics of the PC and like kind of just looking at the case, but like, dude, that does not look that bad at all. Wait, no. Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. There's no RAM inside of the PC. I'm not even making this up. I see that the RAM slot is open, and I think they forgot to add the RAM. I'm not even joking. I've never, oh my gosh. Wait, I need to open this PC so you guys can see. I know I'm not tripping. Dude, you guys can literally see there are like the RAM slot. I haven't touched it at all. It's literally open. Whoever was building this PC, that means they didn't even test the PC, because it would not work if there's not any RAM. So whoever built this was very clumsy, or just had absolutely no like care in the world at all. If you forget RAM, how do you forget RAM in a PC? What does that tell you about the build quality of this gaming PC? Luckily, your boy does have extra RAM, but a lot of people that are buying this, especially for $400, are not just gonna have extra RAM sitting around. And now I have to like literally add RAM. Like, bro, I mean, I should just not be buying a gaming PC that doesn't have RAM. How does that even happen? I'm genuinely so shocked. Like, does the PC even turn on? Like, there's no way they, like, did they not even test it out? I don't even think the PC can turn on without RAM. I literally was saying I did have bad experiences with this brand. So yeah, powering it on, it does power on, which is actually very surprising. And let me check the listing. How much RAM did it even say it had? So it does say that it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is like good. I'm assuming it's DDR3, but like, bro, we legit don't have the RAM inside of here. I mean, with the PC turned on, it looks good. Like, bro, like, how do you forget the RAM? I'm genuinely shocked. Like, bro, look at how many fans there are. We have 2 on the bottom over here, 1 in the back, 2 on the top, and another 3. Oh, that might have just been, I think that just turned off because I kind of bounced it. Oh, and it turned back on. That actually might be because there's no RAM, now that I really think about it. But yeah, the PC seems to actually be working somewhat fine. We have 3 fans over here on the top, and dude, like, we even have a CPU RGB fan. Like, aesthetically, this PC looks amazing. And I mean, bro, it still has 400 gigabytes of storage on an SSD, 1 terabyte on like a hard drive. But I'm shocked that, how do you forget the RAM? I've literally ordered maybe like 50 gaming PCs PCs, and I've been making videos on gaming PCs for 3 years. Never had that happen. But I do have bad experiences with this brand Evonik. No shade at them at all. I have bought one of their PCs that have been good, but yeah, there's just a lot of sus things going on. And I mean, bro, I literally just bought a PC brand new that doesn't have RAM. Like, what? Now, honestly, I don't even know if the specs inside of here are completely accurate. I can see that our graphics card is extremely tiny. Obviously, I knew that like ordering this, but I can see it is the correct graphics card. It is the Quadro K620 from NVIDIA. It is, I think, only a 2 GB graphics card, so it is not going to be that powerful. They also say we have an Intel Xeon E5, which is a 10-core CPU, not that bad, but dude, without RAM, now I'm questioning everything about this gaming PC, and I have no idea if it's even gonna actually work. Like, dude, I'm just shocked they even forgot the RAM. I wouldn't even be surprised if I add the RAM if the PC doesn't work. Like, yeah, it shut off just right now without me doing anything, probably because there isn't any RAM and the PC like just is realizing that. But yeah, this is insane. I did not expect that at all. Like, I'm genuinely shocked. I'm kind of at a loss for words, if I'm honest. I don't think anyone really cares about the free gaming keyboard and mouse, but I will just unbox it. They did say it has RGB. I'm just more shocked that the PC doesn't even have RAM, but yeah, you can see it does have RGB and it just shut off because there's no RAM inside the PC. There's no side buttons on this mouse, so I just would not recommend using that. And then the keyboard they give us also is membrane, so it doesn't sound that good and it isn't gonna be good for competitive gaming. However, if you really do care, it does have a little bit of RGB, not that bright, but dude, the main thing I'm curious is I'm gonna add some RAM into this PC and try setting everything up, and I have no clue if the setup is even gonna work now, because that's just so weird that there wasn't RAM. Like, dude, how do you even miss that? I'm just shocked. And it didn't even fall anywhere inside the PC. Like, it's literally just completely opened the slot. So yeah. So I guess I'm literally the guinea pig, because this PC literally had very high reviews, and like Brenda said, this PC is seriously amazing for the price. Cheryl said my grandson loves it. So yeah, I guess they might have had better experiences than me, because I know I would not be giving a PC a 5-star rating if it had no RAM. I actually found the missing RAM stick at the back of the gaming PC when I took off the back panel, and surprisingly, the PC ended up working just fine when I plugged it in. And this is how the setup looked. I'm gonna be testing this streaming setup in 4 different tests, and for the first test, I'm gonna be seeing how good all the streaming equipment really is inside of OBS. What you guys are hearing me on right now is the microphone, and you guys are seeing me on the budget webcam, and compared to my main camera, the light is literally blue, but on the webcam, it's like purple, so the colors are very inaccurate on it. I would say the quality, kind of like looking at it, isn't that good. I mean, for a keyboard and mouse cam, I actually think it would be pretty good. You don't really need that good quality for a keyboard and mouse cam, so it actually looks pretty good. However, it definitely looks like there's some kind of wide angle lens, because as you guys can see, it isn't perfectly straight. It basically completely bends. So yeah, there definitely is some kind of wide angle, and honestly, the quality of this webcam isn't that good. I mean, I wouldn't rate it 1 star, but I definitely wouldn't rate it 5 stars. I would say it's like maybe 2.5 stars. And I know it is cheap, but it's not that good. But also the microphone quality isn't that good. It isn't terrible, but low-key, I was expecting better. But I know a lot of you guys are wondering about the gaming PC, so it actually turns out I found the RAM at the very bottom in the back of the PC when I took off the side panel. So they didn't forget the RAM, it was just not securely tightened, and that's why it fell off. However, it is 1 stick of RAM, and to actually confirm all of the PC specs, you guys can see that our graphics card is the NVIDIA Quadro K620, which is a 2 GB card. So on high settings, we're gonna be getting some pretty bad performance. With the RAM they gave us, it is 16 GB on 1 stick, like I mentioned, and it's DDR3 at 1600 megahertz, not too fast. And then for the CPU, we do have the Intel Xeon E5 2690, and yeah, it is at 3 gigahertz, which isn't that bad, but it's just not really a good CPU. So I mean, for $400, I think you could honestly buy something used that's way better. However, let's see how it is for gaming. Now it's finally time to test out the gaming performance performance on this PC. Since this is a budget PC, I opened up Minecraft first on all default settings. This is definitely the easiest game that we're going to be testing, and on full default settings, 1080p, we're getting about 40 FPS, and that's actually looks like it's mainly due to the GPU just not being that good. The GPU is literally at 99, basically 100% usage, so yeah, that's what's causing all this kind of stuttering, and we're only getting like 30 FPS, and this is just on default settings. I haven't touched anything at all. What it does look like what's good on this PC though is the CPU temperature, so the CPU cooler is actually doing an amazing job. However, the GPU just is not that powerful with this gaming PC at all. I think that's what's causing us to only get 30 FPS. So what I'm actually going to be doing is lowering all of the settings that I possibly can inside of Minecraft. This is just vanilla Minecraft, no like special shaders or optimizations at all, and still on 1080p, and kind of lowering everything as much as I possibly can. It definitely got way more consistent. We're still at like almost 100% GPU usage, but you can see it is way easier for the PC to run, that our FPS literally quadrupled. We have 4 times the amount of FPS, and we're actually hitting like 120 FPS very consistently now. Like, the CPU usage is so low. We're literally using like 10%, which is insane, but yeah, the GPU usage is like very, very high. So that literally immediately tells us that this is a GPU issue that's giving us like bad FPS. But this render distance is very, very like short. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go like 10 chunks and keep everything else still on low. And let's see, now this is like what actually affects the GPU. You guys can see we're at like 60 FPS, and it's not that much to render, but yeah, it actually seems to just be at 60 now. And both the max frame rate and VSync are actually off, but yeah, you guys can see the PC sitting anywhere from like 60 to 70 FPS, and it definitely seems like the GPU just is the biggest issue here. And yeah, this is just on 1080p, not 4K or anything at all, and the PC is already struggling in the easiest game, so I don't even know if it's going to be able to run the next game, if I'm being completely honest. The next game I'm going to try running is Call of Duty Warzone, which is one of the most GPU demanding games in 2026, even on low settings. So to be honest, I don't have much hope for this gaming PC since it was already struggling on Minecraft. With the Minecraft performance, I honestly would be surprised if the PC could even open up Call of Duty without crashing. All I know is it's probably going to take a super long time for the shaders and the game to load, plus it probably will crash. At least the gaming PC was actually able to work because it literally was missing RAM at the beginning, so if you're looking on the bright side, at least the PC is working. So far, it does seem to be opening up Call of Duty, and we're actually loading in. Maybe the PC is better than I actually expected. It seems to be opening up Call of Duty completely fine. And okay, wait, it low-key did just freeze on the trailer. Okay, nope, we might actually be good here. Okay, so just in the menu here, we're getting like 30 FPS. I can feel it very laggy, and you guys can see the GPU and CPU are basically maxed out on the performance. Like, there literally is nothing left. It's fully utilizing the CPU and GPU on this PC. So as expected, opening up Call of Duty, or at least attempting to, we ran into an issue, which is a TPM 2.0 not enabled. This is a very, very common issue I always run into on cheap or lower end PCs. However, I haven't been able to fix it because they all use extremely cheap and random Chinese motherboards. I've had it in multiple videos, PCs with this exact motherboard, and you literally can't enable TPM 2.0. Like, if you guys know in the comments how to, I've tried so many times and it literally doesn't work. It's basically like a anti-cheat thing. However, these motherboards, I can't find a setting to actually turn off TPM 2.0, like to actually enable it. So yeah, we literally can't play Call of Duty, and with this issue, you're also not able to play Valorant as well. And another thing I quickly want to mention is if the performance of this PC isn't good, this is basically a streaming setup. However, if it can barely even run the game it's playing, forget about streaming and recording on this PC. You're definitely going to need a better gaming PC than this. However, before I completely call it quits, let's actually test out another game and make sure we test it out on performance mode. Real quick, another thing I just want to mention is the audio quality on this headset, 10 out of 10. I don't care what anyone says, this is like the best budget headset I've ever tried. Like, dude, the sound quality on this, I would 100% rate this a 5-star headset. Finally, I decided to test out Fortnite, but I made sure to go on all low settings and performance mode to get the most FPS possible. For the Fortnite settings, of course, I am going to be making sure we're on performance mode, at least for the beginning because this PC just does not really have that good performance. We're also on 1080p and everything is on the low. And I actually went into a creative map first because creative is just way easier for PCs to run. And we are able to get a peak of 150 FPS, but when I actually try building, it seems like the FPS goes all the way down to like about 80. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel a ton of input delay with this PC. It just doesn't feel that smooth at all. It is saying it's able to get like 90 FPS. Okay, wait, now my internet's lagging. Dude, the Wi-Fi dongle they gave me on this PC sucks, dude. I mean, my internet definitely is having a few issues right now, and I am able to build like somewhat decent. Just like for this price, you literally can basically buy a used PlayStation, which probably would be better for like 99% of people at this price point. I'm not gonna lie. Like, dude, the PC just isn't that good at all, and this is only on performance mode. Like, this is like the lowest Fortnite settings you possibly can use. The only thing I can do to make this better is go on 720p. And on 720p with performance, I definitely actually can already feel it being a little bit better, and it now looks like the FPS cap is over 240, actually almost 300 FPS, which does feel good, and now it feels way better. So it looks like you kind of just are forced to just game on 720p if you even want a chance at getting like any decent performance. Now we're actually hitting like almost 200 FPS like consistently. Basically all of the issues seem to be with the GPU, because even on this, the GPU is at like 90% usage, and that's basically what's causing us to get all this frame tearing and all this like low FPS. So maybe if you wanted to, you could upgrade the GPU on this PC and it would be like way better, but that definitely is the thing that's causing the most bottleneck, because it actually seems like it's not really the CPU, and the GPU is struggling on like the lowest settings possible. And the worst part, this is only creative. And in an actual Fortnite reload game, we are able to peak at 200 FPS, which seems good, but as soon as you start skydiving, obviously the FPS is gonna go way less. And as you guys can see, we're at about 70% usage with the CPU, and again 100% with the GPU. This also is still only on 720p, so these are kind of low settings. However, I actually will say it's stuttering less than I expected it to. Like in an actual game, you're getting like 60 to like 120 FPS very inconsistently. But the thing is, this gaming PC still costs like $400, and honestly, I think a PlayStation just has more consistent performance, and especially if you bought it used, it would be even cheaper. Okay, this guy's literally on my tail, and we're literally lagging. Look how much it's frame dropping. Oh my, this guy's 1 HP. This guy's literally 1 HP. Oh my, dude, this PC's, oh my gosh, it literally can't load. It's like a combination of both the Wi-Fi dongle being absolutely horrible and causing all this lag, and then also the PC's performance. I literally can't play. Dude, the Wi-Fi dongle they give you is so bad. Like, it literally is horrible. My internet has been lagging the whole time. That's what I hate about these cheaper PCs, is their motherboards don't have Wi-Fi, so they give you like these random dongles that often just have horrible connection. Like, dude, it just doesn't work good. What is this guy doing in the tree, bro? 1 HP, dead. I don't know what that NPC was doing. So it looks like the FPS is trying to stabilize at about like 90 to 100-ish, which isn't that bad actually, but it's just for $400, almost $500 after like the taxes and shipping. I don't think it's really that good. And this is the performance on 720p. We're not even on 1080p. And just to prove to you guys, let's actually try and open up OBS and pretend like we were streaming and like recording and gaming at the same time. It's gonna be extremely laggy. So let's open up OBS, and what we're gonna do is get our display capture on just like this. I'll even turn off the display just to give it a little bit better performance, but I'm gonna start the recording. Now we're gonna go back into Fortnite and basically recording, streaming, same thing. But now you can see we're going from 100 FPS to basically like 30 to 40. So yeah, the performance on this setup is not that good. I will say the only good things actually seem to be the mousepad's just decent. However, I think the mousepads you can get at elevateculture.co are way better. I have a ton of designs and they're starting at only $20, so they are actually also very budget friendly. But yeah, the keyboard actually seems kind of decent. I like that, and the mouse is actually good. But as for the streaming setup and the performance of it, like in terms of like the gaming PC, it's not that good. And I mean, the monitor, it's just decent. I wouldn't really recommend going out your way. And dude, this PC just has so many issues. Like, it looks good, but like, bro, the internet is so inconsistent on it. The performance is horrible. I just would not recommend getting this at all. It actually is so bad. This genuinely is just like a straight up waste of at least $400 with just the PC itself. Like, it's just not good. I would only recommend the keyboard, mouse, and headphones from this setup, but if you want to upgrade your setup with a brand new mouse pad, make sure you check out Elevate Culture. It's my own mouse pad starting at only $20, and they all are faith-based. Don't forget to sub so we can hit 1 million subs by the end of 2026, and more importantly, remember Jesus loves you.